I want you to create a happiness list. That's right. If you want to be happy, you've got to focus on what makes you smile and what makes you happy. Many times women are stuck, and I talk to them all the time. I learn this from my clients, and they're stuck in not feeling happy, not having that joy, not enjoying life. And when I ask them the question, well, what will make you happy? I get radio silence. I get crickets. And it's like, hello, you still there? Right? What makes you smile? What makes you happy? And 9 out of 10 times, they don't know. That's why I get the radio silence. That's why I get crickets. And I think it's important for you to pause in the busyness of your day and, yes, make a list about the things that make you happy so that when the question comes, what makes you happy, you'll be able to answer it. But more importantly, you'll be able to focus on what makes you happy and start to create more time in your day to get more of those things that make you smile. So if you're feeling stuck, if you've got a low energy today, this is the video for you to lift you up, to encourage you, and to empower you to take control of your life and do more of what makes you smile. So let's jump in there. Where did this come from? This is a journal entry actually from January of this year. And I wrote down the things that make me smile, the things that I love to do. And I called it the happiness list. And then I shared it with my client. I had 3 clients that week, and I shared it with my clients. And they were like, oh, wow, this is great. Let me write this down, because they couldn't answer the question either of what makes them happy. And now that they have the list, they're able to focus on doing more of that. So I just want to share with you the 5 things that I wrote down that make me smile, that make me happy, so that you can start to just think about what it is for you. Number 1 is reading at night. I love reading with my husband. He's sitting next to me, he's reading his book, I'm reading my book, and sometimes we're then chatting about it. I love snuggling up with my cover at night, low light, and read. That is one of the things that I love. Number 2 is Shabbat, practicing Sabbath on Saturdays. I love Shabbat. One, it's a day of rest where I literally get to unplug. And it's a day to reconnect with the Most High and worship and be around other like minded folks who are studying the Word the way that we're studying it and living out our faith the way that we're living it out. And I love that time so much that I guard it, not just because it's a commandment from the Most High, but because it is truly a gift. After having worked, I get to literally get permission to unplug. Like, okay, no problem. I don't go shopping. I don't do anything. And except for reading, resting, worshiping, and reconnecting and fellowshipping with other people, I love it. So Shabbat is number 2. Number 3, I love to teach. I do. I love making videos and working with clients and facilitating group coaching sessions and going out and doing the speaking. I absolutely love that because I love people. I do. I love connecting with them. But then sharing with them what the Most High has poured into me is one of the things that just makes me smile. And then coaching. Coaching is number 4. It could go along with teaching, but teaching is more, let me telling you what I've learned. Coaching is helping the other person find the answers within themselves and feel empowered so that they can go from where they are to where they want to be. So that is my most favorite job. Oh, and then number 5 is laughing. I do. I love laughing with my family, my friends, and it's interesting because I don't laugh enough. And that is what brings me joy. So these 5 things are things that I can get more of. And so now that I have become clear about what these things are that make me happy, guess what? I've been doing more of them. I've been making certain at the nights that I'm home that we are reading more, that we are laughing, that I'm surrounding myself with my friends and my family, and that I'm not being so serious all the time, but actually laughing. I want more of that. And that I'm teaching and coaching and, of course, practicing Sabbath. So the more that I know what brings me joy, what makes me smile, what lifts my energy and makes me feel happy, the more I can create time to do it. So I want you to figure out, what are the 5 things that will make you happy? What are the 5 things that'll make you smile and bring more joy to your life? That if you had more of those things, that you would feel satisfied and content with your life. I don't want you to just poo poo this video. I literally want you to take time and write down those 5 things and then figure out how you can create more time. And you may say, Natalie, you don't know me. I don't, but you don't know my life. I am so busy. I have to do this. I have to do that. This person needs me. I got to go here. I got to do that. I am just rocking and rolling in life. I don't have time to do this list. I don't have time to do more of XYZ. Okay, no problem. That's your life. Go ahead and live that way. But I do want to just give you an opportunity to maybe have a different perspective about that. You have the time. Yes, you do. If you didn't have the time, you wouldn't be watching this video. Think about that, right? We all have 24 hours, 7 days a week, 364 or 365 days, depending if it's leap year, a year. We all have the same amount of time. So why do some people get more of what they want and other people get less of what they want? It's all about how you use your time. If your family is important, then find the time, create the time to spend more time with them. If reading, writing, going to yoga or exercising, whatever it is more important to you, then find the time to do those things. The reason that we don't have the time is because we're not allocating the time to those things because we don't know what they are. But the moment you get clear on what it is that brings you joy and more happiness, the moment that you can start focusing on that, guess what? The time will appear because now it's a priority. So, whatever you make a priority, you have the time for. Understand that. If you want to start a business, make it a priority. You'll have the time. If you want to spend more time with your family, make them a priority and you'll have more time. If you don't, you'll never find the time because you'll never create it. It's not that it's not there, it's just being allocated for something else. So, if you want more happiness in this year, you want more joy in your life, be intentional about it. Create the space for it and then do it as often as you want. I tell you, this awareness of what brings me joy has literally transformed my joy level. If there's such a thing, let's say, I was going to say, yeah, my capacity to have more joy. And I want the same for you. You can do it. The question is, do you really want to do it? And if you really want to do it, then make the time to do it. This is a part of getting unstuck because sometimes we're stuck in a rut because we have low energy and we're not feeling so good about ourselves or our lives. And that's because we've been focusing on the wrong things. So I hope that this helps you to flip your focus and to go from being stuck to unstuck. And yes, becoming unstoppable and getting more joy and happiness in your life. Be blessed.